One day, a boy named Ryota suddenly appeared in a strange world. He was dropped by a slime after a girl defeated it. She looked at Ryota, puzzled, wondering if he was some kind of strange meat. Thinking she should cut him up, Ryota woke up and asked her to stop, startling the girl. She wondered if he was a human. Ryota thought it should be obvious and asked why he came out of a slime. The girl explained that everything in her world comes from monster drops in dungeons. To show Ryota, she defeated another slime and bean sprouts popped out. She said slimes on the first level of the Tallulah dungeon always drop bean sprouts. Ryota asked if this was how food was made here, and the girl confirmed it. She also explained that stronger monsters on higher levels drop different items, but she wasn't strong enough to go there yet. Ryota was confused and asked if they were in Japan, but the girl didn't know what Japan was. She kept defeating slimes, and Ryota wondered why she didn't fight other monsters. The girl said slimes were the only monsters on the first level, and she needed to level up more to go higher. She then showed Ryota her status board, which displayed her strength, health, and drop stats. It reminded Ryota of a video game. Curious about his own stats, Ryota checked and found his level was stuck at 1, and his abilities were very low. The girl was surprised by his S-rank drop stat, which was a very rare and high rank, even though his other stats were poor. Ryota asked for a weapon, and the girl lent him a heavy hammer, but he couldn't lift it. She then gave him a bamboo spear, which was lighter. Armed with the spear, Ryota fought a slime. After some struggle, he defeated it, and it dropped a lot of bean sprouts, more than the girl had ever seen. Ryota's stomach growled, so the girl cooked a meal with the bean sprouts. As he ate, Ryota felt the warm food was like a good snack for beer. The girl said she couldn't afford liquor and offered him some soup instead. Ryota felt emotional because he hadn't eaten warm food in a long time. He remembered his old life, where he worked late every night, eating cold convenience store food and often falling ill. The girl hugged him, saying that hard work would eventually be rewarded, even if it took time. This comforted Ryota, and he decided to find a place to stay. The girl told him there was a town outside the dungeon where he could get a room. She dreamed of having her own apartment someday, but had to stay in the dungeon for now because she didn't earn much from her drops. She gave Ryota the bamboo spear to keep. In town, Ryota sold the bean sprouts for 200 pilos, the local money, but found out he needed 2,000 pilos for a night's stay. He returned to the dungeon, fought more slimes, and after 3 days, managed to rent a small house. He brought the girl, Emily, to the house and gave her the key as a thank you for her kindness. Emily was amazed and asked Ryota to stay with her, which he agreed to. At the guild, Ryota exchanged more bean sprouts for money and heard about a new dungeon called Nihonium. Curious, he decided to explore it. Inside, he encountered a strong skeleton. After a tough battle, he defeated it, and the skeleton dropped a seed that increased Ryota's health points, HP. Excited by this discovery, Ryota continued defeating skeletons, finding that only he could pick up the seeds they dropped, which kept increasing his HP. Emily was impressed by how Ryota got stronger without leveling up. Ryota figured Nihonium was special for people with S-rank drop stats like him. Once his HP reached the highest rank, S, Ryota decided to try the second level of Tallulah. There, he fought a sleepy slime and collected a big carrot. Some adventurers laughed at his low level, but Ryota ignored them. A bunny girl who didn't like people with low levels sneaked up on him, but later knocked on his door, confessing she loved him. In the end, Ryota had a clean, warm home, thanks to Emily, and felt happy to have someone waiting for him. This is the end of the video. Subscribe to the Anime Sphere Recaps channel for more anime recaps.